Howdy, folks. From Big Top Chautauqua at the top of Wisconsin, welcome to another episode of Tent Show Radio. I can't believe another year's gone around. Is at a big top I see there high above the ground. Ballyhoo, oh ballyhoo. Funding support for Tent Show Radio is provided by the Bayfield Inn, with over 21 hotel rooms, over 25 vacation rentals, a lounge, on-site restaurant, and rooftop bar. There's something for you at the Bayfield Inn. Any traveler, any season, any meal, your view awaits. More information at thebayfieldinn.com or on facebook.com/Bayfield Inn. And by the Ashland Area Chamber of Commerce, Ashland, Wisconsin, the mural capital of Wisconsin, with over 30 retailers in our 8-block historic district. Get a free brochure of self-guided mural tours at visitashland.com. And here's your host of Tent Show Radio, best-selling author, singer-songwriter, and humorist, Michael Perry.
Howdy, folks, and welcome to Tent Show Radio from Big Top Chautauqua. Tonight we feature Lake Superior Big Top Chautauqua's very own Blue Canvas Orchestra with past winners of the Big Top Idol competition as they present the original Big Top production, Ladies of the Laurel Canyon. At intermission, I'll tell a story about Blaze Orange books. Folks, the show you're about to see emanates from a special space and a special place. The Big Top is just that, a grand blue and pearl gray striped canvas beauty suitable for a circus, but in this case home to a history of stories, laughter, and music, especially music, delivered live and under lights on a stage that has served names recognized both in our backyard and in the far corners of the world. The Big Top seats are set directly on the earth, and what a spot of earth it is, green and glorious, atop a hill so high it overlooks beautiful Bayfield, Wisconsin, Lake Superior, and those all-natural water-bound wonders, the Apostle Islands. If you enjoy that vision, if you enjoy what you hear over the course of the next hour, and you want to see and experience it firsthand, please get to know us at www.bigtop.org. It sounds beautiful up here because, well, it is beautiful up here. You ought to grab a ticket and come on up. Folks, our show tonight is a Lake Superior Big Top Chautauqua original, a time-traveling production in which members of the Blue Canvas Orchestra team up with past winners of the Big Top Idol competition to bring you the tuneful history of a special group of musicians from a special place during a special time in American artistic history. A side note, if you'll allow me, now and then you'll hear the performers reference images projected during the performance. I mention this as a reminder that as much as we try to convey the Big Top experience here on Tent Show Radio, nothing compares with seeing a show wrapped in its original canvas. And now off we go to visit the Ladies of the Canyon.
The word laurel has many powerful and insightful connotations. Laurel is an ancient symbol of peace and protection.
Laurel is a symbol of overcoming, a symbol to signify hopeful expectation. In the Bible, laurel is an emblem of prosperity and fame and represents the triumph of humanity.
It is said that the laurel also has cleansing properties and magical attributes. It is associated with purification and immortality. Laurel awakens awareness and stimulates health and psychic abilities.
Most important for our story, the laurel encourages the spirit of prophecy and poetry.
Many of the photographs you are seeing tonight are not only from the late 60s and 70s, but of modern-day Laurel Canyon. The canyon still carries a certain almost magical vibe about it, thanks to the many artists who created an important and loving creative atmosphere.
Laurel Canyon, that green line running through the Hollywood Hills, down from the San Fernando Valley, emptying onto the Sunset Strip. Named after the laurel so prevalent in the canyon, a curving boulevard of hip and happening, of music and mayhem, of energy and enjoyment, of change, of chance.
In a time when most American women were just beginning their journey of empowerment, there were a few in the canyon who had already arrived. As artists are often trailblazers, the women of Laurel Canyon played, rocked, lived, wrote, and loved, leading the way for the women who came afterward, breaking stereotypes, kicking down walls, and using their voices with a fierce and compassionate authenticity that could not be ignored.
Trina wears her wampum beads. She fills her drawing book with lines, sewing lace on widow's weeds and filigree on leaf and vine.
Finally for filigree, undercoats are second hand one,
Trimmed in antique luxury, she is a lady of the canyon. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Annie sits you down to eat. She always makes you welcome in. Cats and babies round her feet, and all are fat and none are thin. None are thin and all are fat. She may bake some brownies today, saying you are welcome back.
She is another canyon lady. Do-do-do-do-do-do, la 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 la.
Australia circus girl comes
Wrapped in songs and gypsy shawls.
songs like tiny hammers heard at beveled mirrors in empty halls. Empty halls and beveled mirrors, sailing seas and climbing canyons. Come out for a visit here
To be a lady of the canyon. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Trina takes her paints and her threads, and
She weaves a pattern on her own.
Annie bakes her
Perhaps the most well-known and most respected woman in Laurel Canyon was Joni Mitchell. She refused to be categorized and used many mediums to explore and comment on social issues as well as personal ones. In fact, Mitchell saw herself more as a painter than a musician. The paintings you will see are her work. Concerning the next song, Mitchell later said,
I was reading Saul Bellows' Henderson the Rain King on a plane, and early in the book, Henderson the Rain King is also up in a plane. He's on his way to Africa, and he looks down and sees these clouds. I put the book down, looked out the window and saw clouds too, and immediately started writing the song.
And flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air with feathered canyons everywhere. I've looked at the clouds that way. Now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's cloud illusions I recall.
the quintessential singer-songwriter Joni Mitchell was a quiet force to be reckoned with. A reporter said,
"You know, some people call you the female Bob Dylan."
to which she answered, they'd never say that he was the male Joni Mitchell.
When women were fighting to be taken seriously, the soft-spoken waif could help a movement with a whisper and support a cause with a smile. She used her art to explore the conflict she saw in her life and in her world.
In 1969, Joni Mitchell took her manager's advice to appear on The Dick Cavett Show. She later regretted the decision because she had had an opportunity to play a music festival in New York on Yasgur's farm. In 1970, she released the album Blue. Although we're not sure to whom these songs refer, her lover in this song claims to be constant as the northern star, a line lifted from Shakespeare's Julius Caesar.
Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as a northern star. And I said, constantly in the darkness, where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar. And on the back of a cartoon coaster, in the blue TV screen light, I drew a map of Canada, oh Canada, with your face sketched on it twice. You're in my blood like holy wine. It tastes so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling, and I would still be on my feet. You know I would still be on my feet. I'm frightened by the devil, and I'm drawn to those who ain't afraid. I remember the time you told me love is touching souls. Well, surely you've touched a mind. Part of you pours out of me, and these are lines from time to time. Tastes so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling. I would still be on my feet. I'd still be on my feet. She knew your lies, she knew your devils and your deeds, and she said, go to him, stay with him if you can, but be prepared to bleed. And in my blood, you're like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of Cass Elliott, affectionately known as Mama, was seen as the social glue among the Canyon's extended family of musicians. Elliott loved community and often surrounded herself with artists. Her home on Woodrow Wilson Drive was the place to hang. Nicknamed Chez Elliott, she often fed and housed other musicians. Her garden also became famous, as testified by this 1968 photo by Henry Diltz. That's David Crosby, Joni Mitchell, and Eric Clapton. Just imagine that trio in your backyard for Sunday brunch.
In fact, Cass was such a matchmaker, she brought Crosby, Stills, and Nash together. Nash later stated that she was an incredible mother figure. I kept imagining this beautiful chicken gathering all her little chicks under her wing.
All the leaves are brown.
From the top of Wisconsin, you are listening to Tent Show Radio. Tent Show Radio is a production of the nonprofit Lake Superior Big Top Chautauqua, the Carnegie Hall of Tent Shows.
Welcome to Intermission, folks. In a singular memory picture, now that she is nearly grown, my younger daughter is swooping to and fro on our big old swing set, clad in a fluorescent orange vest and cap. If you're from where we're from, I need not explain the color of the couture. If you're not from where we're from, well, it was deer hunting season, when blaze or hunter orange is worn to ensure you are not mistaken for a whitetail. Blaze pink has also been recently approved. The more the merrier. For specific cultural reasons, I once requested a New York publisher place blaze orange accents on the cover of a book I wrote. I even went so far as to provide the award-winning book jacket designer with the proper Pantone code, which I procured courtesy of a graphic designer pal also raised in the Wisconsin Northwoods and who, even if he isn't a deer hunter, has likely inhaled his share of second-hand buck scent. When the first proofs arrived from New York, the accents were present, but in an anemic orange, nowhere near matching the Pantone. As a reticent team player stricken with Midwestern nice and a heavy dose of imposter syndrome, I'm mostly a pushover in these situations, but in this instance, I was speaking for my people, and thus during the follow-up conference call, gently pointed out to the award-winning book jacket designer that this was not the color I had specifically requested. "Oh," said the man, "we don't think people will notice the difference." This was before the days of Zoom, but I could envision him waving his hand dismissively from a midtown Manhattan skyscraper. It occurred to me that what you had right here was the very personification of the nation's cultural divide, and maybe this was my chance to break out of my Midwestern shell and deliver a blistering Jeremiad about the blithe dismissal of a permeant cultural marker just because you've never encountered it your own self. Instead, I just quietly explained that no, that's what we wear around here at a specific time of year for a very specific reason, and even the non-hunters know that. And also, sir, have you never watched a Packers game? I pause now to establish that New York City citizens have been most accommodating of me and my clodhopper demeanor, have supported my writing habit in ways I could never dare dream, and have also nearly always paid for lunch. But now and then they betray certain assumptions and presumptions, requiring me to blow their minds with the possibility that the curation of definitive style is not limited to the backstage bunch at Fashion Week. On a corollary note, I have also been known to remind them with a smile that sometimes out here in the Midwest, we think things up all by ourselves. This fall, when I ascend to my deer stand, I will not be carrying the book in question, but am happy to report that if I wanted to, I could, because after a series of polite negotiations, the spine and cover were accented with blaze orange, meeting the standard set by the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources Deer Hunting Regulations Handbook. I consider this a triumph of cultural intersection. Perhaps I will airmail the designer some buck sausage. For now, however, let us leave the Midwest and return to the West Coast and the music of the ladies of Laurel Canyon.
Cass Elliott died in 1974 of a heart attack. Perhaps even more tragic than this early loss were the fake rumors about her death that filled the headlines. Her death was diminished by misinformation and gossip. However, in the end, it was her generous heart and soulful voice that will remain with us for all time. Here is her rendition of a 1930s classic.
Stars shining bright above you. Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing in the sycamore tree. Dream a little dream of me. Say nighty-night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me while I'm alone and blue as can be. Dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on you. Still craving your kiss.
As we heard in the previous song, some of the women of the canyon began exploring genres that departed from their early folk roots. As Joni Mitchell's career unfolded, she began to incorporate jazz elements into her original songs. She performed with many of the foremost jazz musicians of the day.
Analyst told me that I was right out of my head the way he described it. He said I'd be better dead than alive. I didn't listen to his jive. I knew all along that he was all wrong, and I knew that he thought I was crazy, but I'm not, no.
Well, my analyst told me that I was right out of my head. He said I'd need treatment, but I'm not that easily led. He said I was the type that was most inclined, when out of his sight, to be out of my mind. What he thought I was nuts. No more ifs or ands or buts.
Now they say as a child I appeared a little bit wild with all my crazy ideas, but I know what was happening. I knew I was a genius. What's so strange when you know that you're a wizard at 3? I knew that this was meant to be.
Now I heard little children were supposed to sleep tight, and that's why I got into the vodka one night. My parents got frantic, didn't know what to do, but I saw some crazy scenes before I came to. Now, do you think I was crazy? I may have been only 3, but I was swinging. They all left at a Graham Bell. They all left at Edison and also at Einstein.
So why should I feel sorry if they just couldn't understand the idiomatic logic that went on in my head?
I had a brain, it was insane. No, they used to laugh at me when I refused to ride on all those double-decker buses, all because there was no driver on the top.
Driver on the top.
Oh, come on now.
It was Flip City.
This chick's twisted.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
My analyst told me that I was right out of my head, but I said, dear doctor, I think that it's you instead, because I have got a thing that's unique and new. To prove it, I'll have the last laugh on you, because instead of one head, I got 2. And you know 2 heads are better than one.
Carole King moved from New York to the Canyon and settled on the aptly named Wonderland Avenue, eventually meeting her new neighbor, Joni. Joni Mitchell's backup singing on King's iconic album, Tapestry, is a testimony to the collaboration and support these women gave one another.
Before her success with the release of Tapestry, King worked as a musician in the area, most notably with James Taylor. He heard her play You've Got a Friend in 1970 during a sound check for a gig at a little bar called The Troubadour, located just down the hill from Laurel Canyon. They are still performing it to this day.
When you're down and troubled and you need some love and care, and nothing, oh, nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there. desert you. They will take your soul if you let them. But darling, don't you let them. You just call out my name. Call out my name. Wherever I am. Running, yes, to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall. All you have to do is call, and I will be there. Yes, I will. You got a friend. You have got a friend. Ain't it good to know that you've got a friend? Ain't it good to know? Ain't it good to know? Ain't it good to know? You've got a friend. 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 You've got a
All right, before we do this next tune, just a fun fact. It's a Carole King song, and a little known band called the Beatles covered it, and the Beatles are famous for mostly sticking to their own catalog and their own music, but what an honor for one of Carole King's songs to be covered by them. This is Chains.
Chains, my baby's got me locked up in chains, and they ain't the kind that you can see. Whoa, these chains of love got a hold on me, yeah. Chains, well, I can't break away from these chains. Can't run around, 'cause I'm not
looking out in the morning rain. I used to feel so uninspired. And when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind. You're the key to my peace of mind. You make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. And when my soul was in the lost and found, oh, you came along to claim it. Oh, and I didn't know just what was wrong with me. Oh, till your kiss held me name it. Now I'm no longer doubtful what I'm living for. And if I make you happy, I don't need a much more.
Funding support for 10 Show Radio is provided by the Cable Chamber of Commerce, Cable, Wisconsin, the gateway to Bayfield County, where world-class trails, forests, lakes, and adventure await. Visit cableforfun.com. That's cable, the number 4, FUN.com. And by the Washburn Area Chamber of Commerce, Washburn, Wisconsin, the year-round center of adventure on Chequamegon Bay. Information at washburnchamber.com. And by the Bayfield Chamber of Commerce, beautiful Bayfield and the Apostle Islands. You can tour sea caves and shop our galleries and stores on the shores of Lake Superior. Info and lodging at bayfield.org. And we're brought to you by Bayfield County Tourism, with details on where to play, eat, and stay at travelbayfieldcounty.com. The Bayfield Inn, with over 21 hotel rooms, over 25 vacation rentals, a lounge, on-site restaurant, and rooftop bar. There's something for you at the Bayfield Inn. Any traveler, any season, any meal, your view awaits. More information at thebayfieldinn.com or on facebook.com/bayfieldinn.
The Blue Canvas Orchestra and Big Top Idol alumni, folks, taking us to Laurel Canyon and back. Well, folks, that's our show for tonight. Whether you beam it or stream it, we thank you for listening. We're as grateful as the guy who's got a blaze orange book. We here at the Big Top would love it if you come on up Bayfield Way or down or over or through for a live show one day. Details always available at bigtop.org. You can visit me anytime at sneezingcow.com. Until next we share the air, remember, where I come from and here at 10 Show Radio, nobody ever says goodbye. They just say, well, I suppose.